Hello, beautiful humans, and welcome to the Mental Wellness Wakeup Show, a weekly podcast where growth minded, creative people come to learn best practices from both spirituality and psychology that create lasting well being. I am your host, mental wellness expert, improvised acting teacher, therapist, and coach, Dawn McMillan. Let's get to it. Ooh, y'all, I do not know what's going on, but I cannot overcome my current technical difficulties to provide you an episode today. So I invite you to enjoy this rebroadcast of one of my most listened to episodes if you haven't heard it yet. And it's about how to stop overeating. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to catching back up with you next week. Hello, beautiful humans, and it is recording. Welcome to the Mental Wellness Wakeup Show. I am Dawn McMillan, the spiritual psychotherapist, bringing you wisdom from both spirituality and psychology so we can all create lasting well-being. Thank you for being here. As always, I'm going to beg your indulgence for background noise. I record at home in a very natural space. I got my family running around. I have a sound screen on to give us a little privacy. And I got my doggo, Bertram, who loves to contribute. So, I just want to share with you that I am feeling better. Thank you for your well wishes. I'm just pretending you're doing that. Asthma and I sometimes do a little dance, and I've been coming back to breathing more normally, so I'm grateful for that. What's on my mind is grounding. Grounding and overeating. So I don't know about you, but I gained a lot of weight over the pandemic. As I'm recording this, it is the end of 2021, and here in the United States where I live, shutdowns and shenanigans have been going on since March of 2020. In that time, I have gained an extraordinary amount of weight. Shocking to myself. And as I sort of process what I'm going to share with you, I've noticed I've gained a lot of weight since I started working in public behavioral health. So what? Grounding. So in this course that I am taking with Jeffrey Allen through Mind Valley, which I highly recommend, he begins his course with grounding. Why is grounding important? Those of you who have been in therapy will often be taught grounding skills. What happens is when we get dysregulated, we leave our bodies. And a lot of us are dysregulated all the time. Depending on your news source, you might be being more dysregulated than you otherwise would be because you're getting a lot of negativity. And then you were wandering around in uncertain times. So grounding is about becoming fully present in the moment. And the way that we become fully present in this moment is through our senses. We use our bodies. So your therapist might tell you, look around the room and tell me 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can, I'm running out of senses, touch, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Or we'll have you start feeling your fabric, rubbing your fingers together, touching ice. That grounds us into our bodies, and our bodies are the ones that are experiencing this life that we're having. So when you're floating around outside of your head, you're not here. And if you're not here, you're not fully alive. So grounding is crucial. Grounding is crucial both for regulating our emotions and for allowing us to connect to other people because they are also in bodies. So I'm listening to this course and it just strikes me as so profound in a way that I hadn't thought about before. And this is this. Food is very grounding. Makes sense. It makes sense. Food is a pleasurable thing that gets us in our bodies. So there are 3 ways I think that food grounds us. The first one is going to be that you get inside your mouth and you have the tastes and the textures and the sensations, and you're just a little bit more present. just a little bit more present. That's grounding. 2 is the food that you are eating comes from the earth, hopefully. Even stuff that's made in a lab is made from things that are found on the planet. And so at some point, you are connecting to the gifts of the earth, the energy of the earth, the fruits, the vegetables, the animals, the air, the sunlight, all of those things that go into growing things that you eat, or the thing that you ate eats, or the scientist that's making the product used, come from the planet. So we're grounding ourselves with the tastes and textures in our mouths. And then again, as we are getting connected through the food itself. The third way I think grounding works through food is digestion is a priority process. One of the things that happens when you're in fight, flight, or freeze is your digestion gets shut down a little bit. So let's go back to being dysregulated. If you're dysregulated and you're in that agitation, if you're in that agitation and activation of your fight, flight, or freeze system, your digestion is going to be, I was going to say crap, but that's what you want. Your digestion is not going to be good. And so that's probably, in my opinion, how it is that so many of us are having weird digestive issues. Our digestion, which is supposed to be a priority activity. I mean, if you look at lions, they eat, they sleep, or they just sort of hang out. You're not meant to be running around doing things while digesting. So digestion grounds you because your body's sending all these resources and blood and all this stuff is going on, and there you are with all this energy in your abdomen. And you've got those 3 chakras down there, right? You've got your root chakra, what do you call the second one? Your second and your third chakras, your solar plexus. It'll come to me. So you have your chakras are all now getting activated. You've got all this blood, all this stuff going on in your abdomen, so you get grounded. So in one fell swoop, you eat something and you have these really powerful ways to ground yourself. But there's a dark side. First of all, I don't know about you, but I am not always eating the fruit of the earth when I'm eating from stress or I'm trying to connect with something larger than myself. That urge to eat, I'm discovering through this program and my own intuition, that urge to eat is sometimes an urge to get grounded, to get into our bodies. But, I'm not always reaching for an apple, right? Right? Sometimes it's, something that you can open out of a bag. And so it seems to me that even short circuits that intention. So even though we're doing something that could actually work as grounding, it doesn't. So then you reach for another thing. So you reach for the packet of, I don't want to say any brand names, I don't want anyone to come after me. So you reach for the sugary treat, and you gobble it down, and it feels good for a second, but it's not actually grounding because it doesn't have any of the earth's nutrition in it. So you reach for more and more and more, and then all of a sudden you finished off a whole pound bag of candy, and you still don't feel any better. And then the dark side kicks in, which was your body didn't want any of that. You weren't hungry. There weren't nutrients that your body needed. And so now you are stressed, you're strung out, you're having all of these negative side effects when the original intention was grounding. Grounding. This is why I think some people find so much success with mindfulness and weight loss. Mindfulness has so many other aspects to it, but I'm just pointing it out in this regard. So you start to reach for, the bag of chips, and you get mindful, and then the mindfulness grounds you. It grounds you, and that turns down a little bit of that urge. And then as the mindfulness grounds you, you're able to check in. What do I really need? Oh, I need some compassion for this feeling of anger that I'm trying to avoid with a bag of chips. I think EFT helps in a similar fashion, right? To get you present. Okay, I'm reaching for the bag of chips. I'm reaching for the bag of chocolate or hard candies or whatever it is that one reaches for. And you start up and you do the tapping. You down-regulate your nervous system so that need for grounding is taken care of. And then you're fully present in the moment. And you can make a choice. Do you or do you not want to eat the candy? No judgment. You may want to, you may not want to. But you're doing it from a very different place. So I'm sharing this with you because it's really present for me right now. I'm getting more and more aware of my own tendency to float up out of my body. And a lot of spiritual people do that. A lot of spiritual people are walking around in the air above their heads, and they're not fully there. And they're not always aware of it because they feel good, right? They're connecting to spirit. But what's the point of being in a body if you're not going to be in your body? A lot of Westerners are not fully in their bodies because we live in our heads. A lot of us are doing knowledge work, sitting at computers, going from our heads to our fingers. There's a whole rest of your body. Like what's going on in your feet? What's going on in your abdomen? What's your heart up to? So we are a bunch of people wandering around, barely in our bodies, while our bodies are freaking out because we have this constant stimulation of fear and anger and anxiety and stress. So what I would like to do right now is just do a quick little grounding exercise so that we can enjoy the fruits of grounding and make decisions from that whole place and give ourselves what we truly need, whether it's we just need to give our little bodies a hug, whether we need a sandwich, whether we need to go for a walk, call a friend, set a boundary. When you're fully present in this moment, which you get to by being fully present in this beautiful body, you make good decisions. So we're going to do an eyes open in case you are listening to this while you are driving. So with your eyes open, just visualize, sense, know, or imagine that about 300 meters above your head, there is an aperture, a doorway, a portal, an opening to all of the light of the cosmos. And just open that up. Wider, bigger, wider, bigger. This is easy. There's a part of you that knows how to do it. Wider, bigger, and allow all of the light from all of the stars in all of the galaxies that can reach this planet to begin to flood down into your experience, filling the halo, your little halo that's about 6 to 12 inches above your head, filling it with a light that feels good and wholesome and is whatever color your mind, body, spirit needs right now. And allow this light to fill your head, nourishing and cleaning your sweet little brain, and just pouring down, opening and relaxing your throat, all of your neck, down over your shoulders. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears as this relaxation fills them. And have this light just pour down your arms, remembering that your armpits are there too, circling and spinning and filling until it shoots out of your fingertips. And continuing down your torso, front and back, inside and out. And you can feel your spine tingling with delight and positive energy, sending this light out through all of the nerves to the very tips of your fingertips and toes. And if you don't have any sensation in those parts of your body, or those parts of your body are no longer a part of you, doesn't matter. Your energy is extending out through all of your limbs and down through your torso, swirling around your guts, cleansing them, making them whole. Down through your hips and your glutes and your pubic area, swirling around the hip joint, down the thighs, front and back. Let's just relax that IT band as long as we're here. Swirling around your knees, making them as supple as humanly possible down the calves, relaxing the backs of your legs. A lot of us hold surprise tension there, relaxing the front of your legs, yes, through the ankles, and shooting down through the soles of your feet, out your shoes, if you're wearing them, out your toes, I meant to say, down into the earth and below the earth, where we pause for a moment. And we feel our connection to all of the things that root and grow everywhere in the planet. And then allowing this light to continue on down to the center of the earth, where we are now a channel for beautiful Mother Earth to receive sustenance, light, and nourishment from the rest of her cosmic family. And while all this beautiful light is nourishing, flowing, grounding, notice that you have channels of light, cords, waterfalls, use your own metaphor, that give you a 3-point stance down your spine, down your lower limbs, out the soles of your feet, if those exist. This 3-point stance down your limbs. All the way to the center of the earth, pure, clear, keeping you connected to the divine feminine energy, the love, the nourishment, so that always Mother Earth herself is sending up all that you need through these cords to nourish your physical body, your nerve body, your electrical body, the space between, and your spiritual body. So just enjoy that beautiful connection to the light of the cosmos, to Mother Earth herself. And because you are a generous and kind person, expand the shaft of light in which you are now bathed as wide as the city or town you live in. Get your whole continent, and as wide and as the earth herself, bathing every being, every atom, every molecule, in, on, or around the planet, in the light of the cosmos. And set an intention that this is easy, that this connection is always available to you, and you can refresh it with just the word or the intention. Grounding. Someone says coffee grounds, and whoosh, you're reminded that you are connected. Now allowing yourself to be fully present in your own body. This may feel a little weird if you haven't been there for a while. Let that be okay. Let that be okay. So, thank you for being with me today. And let me ask you, if you got any value from this at all, please like, subscribe, and share on whatever platform you're using. It really makes a difference to me, and we are all doing our part to make this world a little bit of a better place. So thank you for participating in that. And let me not speak words. Let me remind you that you are whole, perfect, and complete, just the way you are. And you are already worthy and deserving of all good things. See you next time.